Hi everyone, my name is Dan Perry, and I am a Chia community member and enthusiast. I'm enthusiastic about Chia, both for the farming aspect as well as Chialisp, which I will be talking about today. Chialisp is Chia's on chain programming language, and I've been studying it for a little while on my own, and I'm finding it to be very powerful, and I'm really excited about all of the possible applications that could come out of this. However, there is one downside for now, and that's that there's not a whole lot of great examples for you to use to get started in your Chialisp journey. So while I was studying, I thought of an idea, and in the spirit of open source technology, I'm going to share that with you. I'm right now I'm on my GitHub page, and we're going to learn how to create a coin called Legacy Coin, and the project is called Leave a Legacy. Uh, the other tutorial that currently exists that you should definitely check out is on Chia, the company Chia's official YouTube channel, and that's right here. The video is called Piggybank, and Matt Hoff, who is known as Quexington on Keybase, created this tutorial. You just go to video number 1, environment setup, and you can watch it. It is really helpful. I did this tutorial myself, and I learned a lot from it. So thank you to Quexington for making that. And I hope that this tutorial that I'm making will add to the library of examples out there for you to get started with Chialisp. So before I explain the coin itself, what do you need to get started? Well, first of all, I'm assuming that you know a little bit about Chia itself. And right now I have Chia installed on my laptop, and I'm on the testnet right here. I have created 3 separate wallets to be used for this tutorial, and 2 of them are empty. The third one I have put 200,000 mojos in. You don't really need that much, but whatever, it's just test money. By the way, you could use the mainnet for this tutorial if you want, but be careful because it is possible to create a coin that cannot ever be unlocked, so you just lose your money. And it's also possible to create a coin that anyone can lock, so someone could just steal your money. Now, that being said, if you're only using a couple mojos here and there, it's not a big deal, but just to be safe, I'm always going to do everything on testnet for this tutorial. How did I get those 200,000 mojos, you might ask? That was quite easy. I'm going to go to this website here, chiafaucet.com. By the way, there will be links to all of these websites in below the video. And you just enter your address and how much Chia do you want. They will give you up to 1 trillion mojos, which is a lot of money. And that's quite simple. So what else do we need? I'm going to use Visual Studio Code for my IDE. It's not necessarily my favorite IDE or anything, but it has one great feature. You'll notice I've pulled up a Chialisp puzzle right now, and it's all grayed out. So this is kind of hard to read. But if I go back to my browser and go to this website, thank you very much to Rigidity for creating this. This is really helpful. I'm going to copy this command right here. Or I'll do right click copy. Go back to the IDE. I'm going to hit Control P, and I'm going to paste that command in, hit enter, and voila, just like that. I have context highlighting now. And so this is a lot easier to see, so I definitely recommend it. You need a little bit of environment setup before we get started. So I'm going to go to a command line. I'm using Linux for this, but you could easily use Windows or Mac, shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to create a directory called Leave Legacy, cd into it, and then I need to create a virtual environment. So Python 3. By the way, I'm assuming you have Python installed. If you don't, well, there's plenty of tutorials to get it. So I'm going to do -m to make an environment, virtual environment. I'm going to call it venv. I know, super creative. That should just take a second. And then I need to activate it. So /venv bin activate. Okay, there's one other thing I need to download, and I'm going to use pip for that. So pip install Chia dev tools. Okay, just like that. Hit enter, and we are collecting and installing the dev tools. So this will take a couple minutes. While it's happening, I'm going to go back and explain the actual coin. So like I said, the coin's name is Legacy Coin. And back to, oh, by the way, Chialisp.com is another really nice spot to get started with Chialisp, and this will teach you the basics of how to use it. Also, do you need to use the piggybank coin before doing this? I don't think so. I think it helps, but you could probably do this tutorial before doing the piggybank tutorial if you really wanted. So back to my page. This coin that we're going to create today is called Leave a Legacy, or Legacy Coin, and it's trying to answer the question of how to pass on your money after you die. There are plenty of examples of this where someone dies and they're into crypto, but they don't pass on their private keys to somebody else and the money is just locked up or lost forever. That's quite tragic. Also, cryptocurrencies are not that easy to use for now. So maybe someone passes it on to their heirs and they can't figure out how to do it, so they just give up. So what if we could just pass on our money automatically? Now, this comes with a huge caveat, which I've put right here, just to warn you that you would, in order to actually do this, you would need to have an oracle that can figure out reliably has somebody died or not. Otherwise, it'd be just way too easy for someone to spend someone else's money while they're still alive. So we don't have that. So I don't think this has any real world value currently, but you never know. Maybe in the future, this could be quite useful. I'm going to substitute, instead of this oracle to determine death, I'm going to substitute just a simple time lock. So I'll say so-and-so will die in like a month or something, or in like 10 minutes for the example. Okay, let's look at the actual coin itself and how it's structured. So this is called Legacy Coin, and it only has two rules. One, while Alice is alive, only she may spend the coin. And also I'll throw in there that this takes a little bit of getting used to, but in Chia, they use what's called the coin set model. And in that model, nobody owns the coins. Okay, this is quite different from the account space model that other blockchains will use. But the coin set model you'll find is quite powerful once you get used to it. So technically, nobody owns the coins, and they are locked up with what's called a puzzle. And anyone can go see the coin itself. In order to spend the coin, they need to reveal the puzzle, and then they need to reveal a solution to the puzzle, which is valid. They might also need to put a aggregated signature onto the puzzle, which I'll show you how to do later. But with those things, anyone can attempt to spend coins that are out there. However, I'm just going to call Alice the quote-unquote owner of this coin for now. So the rule is, while she's alive, only she may spend it. After she dies, anyone can spend it as long as they follow the rules of the inner coin, should one exist. So another cool thing about Chialisp is you can use inner coins, and Legacy Coin supports this. You can put another Legacy Coin inside, or any other coin, which I'm going to demonstrate to you in a minute. Right now, this is probably not what Alice wants to do. She doesn't want to just allow anyone to spend the money once she dies. She wants someone specific to have the money. So let's say she wants to give it to Bob. She can create another Legacy Coin like this. So now we have an outer coin and an inner coin. The inner coin is identical to the outer coin, except now we're using Bob instead of Alice. So while Bob's alive, only he may spend it. After he dies, anyone may spend it, as long as they follow the rules of the inner coin, should one exist. So this is better than before. Right now, when Alice is alive, no one else can spend it. Once she dies, only Bob can spend it. But what happens if Bob dies? Well, now anyone can spend it once again. We could keep doing this forever. We could just keep putting more inner coins inside of other inner coins, and that would be fine. There's all sorts of different ways we could take this. But to finish it off, just for this tutorial, I'm just going to put another very simple coin inside of this inner coin, and that's a password protected coin, which only has one rule, and that's that anyone can spend this coin as long as they provide the correct password. So the way I'm thinking about this is maybe Alice wants to give, if Bob also dies, maybe she wants to give the money to charity. But the charity, maybe she doesn't quite trust them fully, so she creates a password and she gives the password to a couple of members of the charity, and and then they can spend the coin once both Alice and Bob have died. So one really cool aspect of this type of structure is that while Alice is still alive, she can hand out the puzzle to Bob and to the charity people. She can hand them the solution to the puzzle, and she can hand them the address of the coin and show them how to create a signature. So now they have all of the information they need to unlock the coin, except they still cannot spend it until Alice dies, because they're, again, while Alice is alive, only she may spend the coin. So this cuts out the middleman, right? So Bob already has the button, click here to spend the coin, while Alice is still alive, and as soon as she dies, now he clicks it and boom, the money comes to him. So you could get really creative with this and put all sorts of other features inside, but this is what we'll stick with for now. And I think we have everything that we need to get started. I'm just going to go back to my command line, and looks like this wheel that I just downloaded, this Chia DevTools, is finished. I'm going to make sure that I'm good to go. So I have to be able to run Chia, which works, and I have to be able to run CDV for this tutorial, and CDV also works. So great, so I have everything all set up. The next video, I'm going to show you how to create that innermost coin, which is the password protected coin. So see you then.